The danger is not always the man who shouts, who cheats, who disappears, or openly disrespects you. Sometimes the most damaging relationships begin with a man who looks safe, speaks softly, knows scripture, attends church, and gives you just enough hope to make you ignore what your spirit keeps noticing. The first silent red flag is that he avoids clarity but expects loyalty. He says he's praying about you, taking his time, healing, or even waiting on God. Yet, he still wants daily access to your emotions, your attention, your body, your prayers, and your availability. He wants the benefit of commitment without the responsibility of choosing you. Sis, what you need to understand is that confusion is not always a season. Sometimes it's a strategy. First Corinthians chapter 14 verse 33 says that God is not the author of confusion. So stop making spiritual excuses for a man who becomes vague every time you ask where the relationship is going. The second silent red flag is that he only respects your boundaries when it benefits him. He praises you for being a woman with standards until your standards inconveniences him. He supports purity until you say no to physical access. He admires your independence until you make a decision without his permission. He says, oh, he loves your voice until you question his behavior. A man who becomes cold, angry, distant, manipulative, or religiously condemning when you establish a boundary is not revealing love. He's revealing entitlement. The third silent red flag is that he has a victim in every story. Every ex was crazy. Every pastor misunderstood him. Every employer was jealous of him. Every friend betrayed him. Every failure was someone else's fault. He can describe what everyone did to him, but he never explains what he learned, how he contributed, or what he changed. A man who cannot take responsibility while dating will not suddenly become accountable after marriage. Proverbs says that the wise receive correction, but pride constantly rewrites history to protect itself. The fourth silent red flag is that his private character does not match his public Christianity. He can pray powerfully, quote scripture, serve in a ministry, and speak beautifully about marriage, but he's dishonest in small matters. He's cruel when he's frustrated. He's careless with money. He's disrespectful towards women. He's addicted to attention or inconsistent when nobody is watching. Sis, spiritual presentation is not spiritual maturity. Jesus said that you will know people by their fruit, and fruit is not what someone performs on Sunday. Fruit is patience when disappointed, honesty when lying would be easier, self-control when tempted, humility when corrected, and kindness towards people who cannot advance them. The fifth silent red flag is that you are constantly shrinking to keep the relationship. You speak less, you ask fewer questions, you lower your expectations, you hide your successes, you silence your intuition and apologize for needs you once considered reasonable. You're becoming easier to manage, but harder to recognize. You keep calling it compromise, but deep down, you know you're abandoning yourself to avoid being abandoned by him. Sis, let me tell you, healthy love does not require you to disappear. The man meant to build with you will not need you voiceless. He will not need you confused, exhausted, and insecure so he can feel secure. Desperation is what makes red flags look beige, because loneliness convinces you that something is better than nothing. But a relationship that costs your peace, your dignity, your discernment, and your identity is not proof that you're finally being chosen. It is evidence that you stopped choosing wisely. So stop asking only whether he likes you and ask whether he's honest. Is he safe? Is he teachable? Is he consistent? Is he emotionally mature and capable of loving without controlling, without consuming, without confusing you? Listen to me, chosen woman. The greatest protection is not finding a perfect man. It's becoming so healed, so grounded, and so honest that you no longer need to betray yourself to keep an imperfect one. Share this video with another chosen woman. Until I see you again, God richly bless you.